Hey guys, thanks for joining me on the mat. Today I have another quick fire session. It is going to be focused mostly on upper body and back. There will be a little bit of core in there as always with Pilates, but this is going to be a really nice one to loosen up the body if you're feeling a little bit tight, but then to also focus on those areas that are really going to help build strength, stability, and confidence in our body moving forward. They are the foundations and they are really some of those areas that are going to burn. They're going to be small movements, but small and mighty. You won't need any equipment today, just your body and the mat or some space to move. So let's get started. We're going to move into the middle of our mat, coming down into a 4-point kneeling position. So we're going to make sure that our wrists are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips. From here, you're just going to drop your belly to the mat into your cow. So taking a big deep breath in and exhale, pressing the floor away, really curving through that spine into your angry cat. We're just going to loosen up the body first. Big deep breath in, crown of the head and tailbone to the ceiling. Reversing that, pressing down and away from the mat. Draw that chin to your chest as you come into your angry cat. Beautiful, lengthening through the spine. Dropping that belly down, taking a big deep breath in. Shoulders are away from our ears. Pressing the mat away. Beautiful. If it feels good, take some wiggles here. Maybe those hips are going from side to side. Maybe you're rolling a little bit through the neck. Maybe you're creating some figure eights with the body. Just loosening up in whatever way feels good for you. Beautiful. Settle back into that neutral position. From here, send your right palm to the ceiling. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale. Sweep it under and through, threading that arm under the left arm. Reversing it back. Take a big deep breath in, opening through the collarbones. Exhale. Bringing that shoulder down to the mat. If that shoulder is too deep, just go where is most comfortable. And let that body start to open up a little bit. Beautiful. Keeping our hips nice and stable where they are. All the movement is coming from the chest or the rib cage here. Beautiful. Give me one more like that. Opening up nice and wide. And exhale. Down and through. Beautiful. Open that arm back up to the ceiling. Drop it down and we're going to switch sides. Left palm comes up to the ceiling, opening up nice and wide. Exhaling as you thread. Under and through to the right. Beautiful. Reverse that. Big stretch here. Exhale. Shoulder to mat if it's comfortable. Nice. Big breaths. Inhale. Letting that right palm stabilize you. Staying forward in those hips. Give me one more like that. Stretching all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Opening through the chest. And exhale. Down. Sweep that arm back up to the ceiling to open up. And drop it down to the mat. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to get you to tuck your toes under. I want you to press back into a downward dog. To start to pedal out through the feet. Taking some big deep breaths here. Letting that head hang heavy. Just opening up through the back of the body. Maybe feeling the lower back opening up a little bit. Releasing some tension. Beautiful. Give me 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Press those heels down a little bit. From here, I want you to exhale as you bring your knees down to almost touch the mat. And then push back. Coming into a bit of a bear hover. Nice. So I want you to bring your chest so it's in between your palms. Our wrists are stacked underneath our shoulders. We're pressing away through the mat. Exhaling as we're lowering those knees almost to kiss the mat. Coming back up. Just activating through the core here. Beautiful. Give me 4 more like this. Pressing into that mat. Nice and long through the crown of the head. Give me last one. Press back, pedal out for 3. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful. Drop those knees down. Lovely. We're going to cross those feet over. We're going to come down to lay in the middle of our mat and just warm up our core a little bit more. Grab behind those thighs and roll down slowly. Beautiful. Resting heavy in the middle of your mat. From here, what I want you to do is press that lower back into the mat if it's comfortable. If that's not, I want you to focus on drawing that rib cage down towards your hips. That's going to help to stabilize your body and may feel a little bit more comfortable for anyone that finds it uncomfortable to press the lower back into the mat. So we're going to lift one leg up into tabletop and the other. From here, drawing those ribs down towards your hips, you're just going to tap one toe down to the mat and bring it back up. Exhale and alternate. Nice. Focus on pressing your palms into the mat and drawing those ribs down towards your hips to protect the spine. Beautiful. Moving nice and slowly here. Making sure that toe is tapping further away from your glutes to really activate through those hip flexors, working the deep core. Beautiful. Give me 4. Last 3. 2. Last 1. On this next one, I want you to straighten out that leg and bring it back in. So you're going to exhale as you point through the toe and back in. This requires a little bit more stability in the body, so you might start to feel the shakes quite early on. Keep those hips nice and stable. Draw those ribs down towards your hips. If you do feel any pain in that lower back and you can press your lower back into the mat, go for it. That's your imprint. Give me 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Hold those legs up in tabletop. Bring those palms in front of your face. From here, I want you to lower the opposite arm as you lower the leg, coming into a full dead bug. And back. Everything else remains stable in the body. Just exhale as you lower and bring it back to center. Beautiful. This one looks easy, but it's very challenging when you're doing it correctly. So we're drawing our ribs down towards our hips. We're keeping our hips nice and stable. And we're just moving opposite arm and leg whilst our stabilizing knee remains in line with our hips as much as we can. Whoop. No. Beautiful. Give me 4. Last 3. Keep breathing. Exhale as you lengthen. Last 2. And last 1. Beautiful. Bring those knees to chest. Hug them a little bit and maybe wiggle from side to side. Lovely. From here, roll onto the side body. We're going to come up and actually roll to lay on our front. So, pressing down into the mat, I want your feet together, the top of those feet pressing into the mat here. I want you to press your pubic bone into the mat and we're going to squeeze onto our glutes here. We're coming into our upper body and back series. So there's going to be a couple of movements here that I really want you to focus on keeping that pubic bone pressed down into the mat to protect the lower back, squeezing on those glutes. From here, I want you to bring those arms into more of a W position. We're going to keep our gaze trained nice and long down on the mat, and we're going to exhale as we come up and lowering back down. So it's just a small movement here. Bringing that upper body with those shoulders up off the mat. Squeezing through the back of the back, so the middle back here. And down. Beautiful, really pressing those feet into the mat to help stabilize you, squeezing through the glutes here. But most importantly, we're focusing on squeezing through the middle back. So think that line where your bra sits for my ladies. Beautiful. Make sure those shoulders aren't creeping up near your ears so that you're keeping nice and relaxed. And you're starting to feel that burn across the muscles of the middle back. They're firing up here. Beautiful. Give me 3 more. Pressing that pubic bone into the mat. Last one. Hold it up for me. Hold this one here. From here, I'm going to get you to shoot those arms forward and in. Forward and in. Just for 5. Exhale as you shoot forward. Press that pubic bone into the mat. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful. Drop down. Roll the shoulders. Shake it out a little bit. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into our second set. So pressing that pubic bone into the mat, pressing the top of your feet into the mat, squeezing those glutes. You're going to exhale as you come up. And from here, I want you to create a bit of a circular motion. So we're going to come forward and into a bit of a breaststroke. In. Exhale. As if you're swimming. Hopefully you have a little bit more space than I do right now. So you're not pressing into anything. Beautiful. I want you to keep your head and neck nice and long. And I just want you to focus on squeezing those muscles in the middle of the back. No tension in the shoulders. Give me 3 more. Squeeze those glutes. If you've got any pain at all, drop back down to the mat and reset. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful. Drop it down. Oh, you can feel that burn straight away. Lovely. Take a bit of a deep breath for me. And exhale. You may even find when you do a really big deep breath, you start to feel those muscles across the back stretching out a little bit. You're definitely working them. Take a big deep breath in for me. Exhale. On your next exhale, so big deep breath in, you're going to come up. From here, we're going to shoot forward, in, and down. So reset at the bottom. Coming up, exhale, in, and down. Pressing that pubic bone into the mat. Beautiful. Really coming up, pressing forward, bringing those arms back in and down. I really want you to feel every part of this movement. Up, out, in, and down. Squeezing that middle back. Out, in, and down. Just for 3 more. Up, out, in, and down. You got it. Last 2. Keep breathing. And last 1. Beautiful. Press back into a child's pose for me. Stretching out through the back just a little bit. It gets really hot really quick there. The middle back fires up. And you're working all those little stabilizing muscles. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale. And press back into the mat, coming back to our starting position. From here, pressing the top of those feet into the mat, pressing your pubic bone. So we're activating through the glutes. We're going to lift up this time. So exhale. Arms are going to shoot out. We're going to lift one arm up and down. Exhale and down. Gaze is nice and long on the mat. Just the arms. Give me 5, 4. Beautiful. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Drop them down. Take a breath. We're going to incorporate the legs on the next one. So we're going to come into what we call a swimmer. So again, pressing that pubic bone into the mat. It's really going to help this time. You're going to stretch out through the arms, pointing, stretching out through the toes. You're going to lift your right arm and left leg. You're going to alternate. Exhale and switch. Switch and switch. So pointing through the fingers and the toes, nice and long. We're looking at length here, not height. Pressing that pubic bone into the mat. Gaze stays trained down on the mat. Give me 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Drop down. Beautiful. We're going to come into one more set like that, just to feel that extra burn. And then we're going to change it up. Beautiful. So take a big deep breath in and exhale. Take one more cleansing breath in and exhale. Beautiful. So what are we doing? Pubic bone into the mat. Squeezing those glutes. We're extending out to the arms and out to the legs. This time, make a little bit more of an X with your body. So arms to the outside of the corners of the mat and legs to the outside corner. Lift and lower, and alternate. Extending through the fingers and the toes, drawing those shoulder blades down your back. Beautiful. And lift. So up and down. Exhale. Beautiful. No tension in that neck. Give me 5. Last 4. Last 3. Beautiful. Last 2. Last 1. Drop them down. Press back into your child's pose and walk those fingers out in front of you to stretch those shoulders and that back. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. One more breath like that. And exhale. Beautiful job. Roll back out to the mat one last time. From here, your arms are going to come down by your sides. Glue those feet together. We're going to press our pubic bone into the mat. We're going to squeeze our glutes. From here, we're going to come up into a bit of a swan variation. We're going to lengthen through the fingers, sending them toward the toes as we peel the chest up off the mat. Beautiful. And drop it down. So exhale. Squeezing those muscles in the back together and lowering down. Think of sending those shoulder blades down into your back pockets and lowering. Exhale. Nice and long through the fingers and the toes. Beautiful. Extending through that crown of the head. Just bringing that chest slightly up off the mat. Press that pubic bone into the mat to protect the spine. Give me 5. Last 4. Squeezing those muscles in the middle back. Last 3. Beautiful. Last 2. This one burns. Last 1. Hold it up for me for 5. Stretch through the fingers. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Relax back down. Lovely. Roll those shoulders out for me. From here, I'm going to get you to tuck those toes. I want you to press back into a downward dog and just pedal out a little bit. Stretching out through the back, stretching out through the shoulders. Give me 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Press those knees down into the mat. Tuck those toes. I'm going to get you to come back down to seated. We're going to stretch out a little bit. We did a lot of work on the back. So we're going to reverse that so we feel a little bit more balanced and stable. And we're going to do some forward folds here. So sitting up nice and tall through the crown of the head. I want you to bring those arms up and over the head. We're going to dive towards the toes. Exhale as you fold forward. Bringing those palms maybe to your shins, to your ankles, or even to the toes if you have the flexibility. Stretching out. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Let those shoulders melt away from the ears, releasing any tension. We're opening up here through the back. What I want you to do is, if you're not already grabbing onto your toes, bend those knees a little bit. I want you to be able to grab onto your toes, and I want you to press against those feet so that you're stretching through that middle back. So you're going to feel that tension. You're stretching through almost under the armpits, opening up those shoulder blades and stretching the middle back. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. One more big deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Should feel like a really nice stretch there. Lovely. Bring those palms back onto the top of your feet. Maybe walk them back up, and we're going to walk up to seated. Beautiful. Bring those legs out so that your feet are on either side of the mat. So we're in quite a wide V here. I want you to bring those arms up into T. We're going to come into a spinal twist here. So I want you to take a big deep breath in, and we're going to exhale as we send our left pinky to our right little toe. That right arm sends back behind you. Your gaze can follow it, or you can just look down on your thigh. Really want you to feel a little bit of this twist here. We're not pulsing or jarring. We're just staying in this nice stretch here. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Lovely. Slowly come back to sit up nice and tall. We're going to do the opposite. So Our right pinky goes to the outside of our left baby toe. Gaze stays trained on the thigh or follows the left palm behind us. Stretching into this, not moving around, just feeling a nice stretch. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to center. We're going to do one more like that on each side, just feeling that nice twist. So left pinky to the outside of the right baby toe. Maybe that back arm goes up to the ceiling a little bit more. Making sure the shoulders are not creeping up around your ears. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Back to center and the opposite. So right pinky goes to left baby toe. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Back to center. Drop those palms down, walk those feet back in. Last stretch, we're going to bend our right knee, bringing that right foot to the outside of the left knee. We're going to bring our left elbow onto the outside of our right knee. Right arm goes behind you, just twisting back, feeling a little bit of a stretch in the middle back. If you're tight through the glute, you may be feeling this in the side of the glute or the hip a little bit. Let your gaze follow your right shoulder. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Pressing that elbow into the right knee a little bit more if you want a bit of rotation here. Coming back to center slowly, switching it over. Left foot goes onto the outside of the right knee. Right elbow goes on the outside of the left knee. Bringing that left arm behind you, twisting. Gaze trains over that left shoulder. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe pressing into that right elbow a little bit more. Feeling that stretch. Beautiful. And come back to center. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat for this quick fire back session. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you feel in the comments. I have a feeling my middle back tomorrow is going to be smoked. Let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see, and I'll see you on the mat next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.